of songs on my playlist on Spotify after work here, and got me thinking about Last of Us again. I haven't thought about that game in a while. And Joel's character as a father that I never understood when I played the game when it first came out. But now that I am a father and thinking about it again, I'm just astounded once again at the game, how well it pulled off a father figure. That's some impressive level shit right there. If you took a man who had been so damaged from losing his only daughter, when it could have easily just been him, and he probably would have been fine, all because a man was following orders during the beginning of the outbreak. That kind of shit breaks, man. Breaks a father. Would have broken me. Shit, if I had lost both of my kids in the same circumstances as Joel, I think I probably would have killed myself right there. I couldn't imagine a world without them. And it just astounds me that some people believe that Joel is like the worst human being ever, but he's not. He's a human. He's a man who's lost things and made mistakes. And I think that's why people like the first game so much, because Joel, he's human. He has flaws. He makes mistakes. He's guarded. He has walls. Understandably so. We don't know what happened in between the 30 years from his daughter dying. I'm pretty sure it's 30 years. It's been a while. 30 years from his daughter dying to now. Or not now, but when the game takes place. A lot of things could have happened. Friends of his could have died. You know, he split off with his brother. He fell in with don't even remember her name, but that she dies too, and his walls get even more reinforced. And seeing him bond with Ellie and open up and view her as the daughter that he wishes he still had is amazing. They do it really well, and they build the relationship fucking amazingly. And then at the very end of the game, Joel is essentially kicked out and finds out Ellie is going to be killed in order to make a cure. I sympathize with Joel a lot. I'm sure a lot of players did too. Some probably didn't for the game, but for me it was. That's when I played it. That was my train of thought. The point is, now as a father, when I view that scene again and think about it, I would do the exact same in the same circumstances. I would doom the world as many times as I needed to in order to ensure my child lives another day. Just one day. As a father, that's how you view it. Nothing else matters. The whole world can burn away as long as your child is safe. Alive. Pisses me off that some people think Joel was a horrible character, which he was. He was not a good guy. He was human. In video game, I think Joel is one of the most human characters I've ever seen. I play a lot of video games, but I just keep thinking about that game. I love it a lot, and it's great. Joel's character, Ellie's character, the depth, so much stuff hidden. The second one amps up the lore a bit, but it doesn't pay it justice. It takes things for granted. Maybe that's not the right word, but let's take, for instance, Joel's character. In the second one, he's relaxed. He's gotten used to the easy life. His walls are torn down, and he's probably pretty happy. Then he gets killed by Abby. And he looks at Ellie the entire time. And he knows, as he's being clubbed to death, what's going to happen. He knows that Ellie is going to go to hell and high water to avenge him. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't want that. But he does it anyway. The second one's story is about revenge and leaving it alone, but the game forces that onto you. And that's the main reason why the second one doesn't work out so much. Is it forces onto you the fact that you have to be revengeful. You have to go kill these people. You don't get a choice in that. Some people pointed out that it's Ellie's story, not yours. If it was Ellie's story, it would be a movie. It is both mine and Ellie's story, because I am the one controlling her. It's a linear game with Ellie as the protagonist, and I am being forced to participate and watch revenge killing. Which, hey, I'm all for killing Abby. Fuck that whore. But it doesn't work. The way they try to do it just pisses on you as a player. Like the first time Ellie actually meets Abby and she goes back to the farm with Dina, she could have just let bygones be bygones. Everything would have turned out just fine. If they had a player choice, I guaranteed almost every single player would have clicked just to let bygones be bygones. And they would not have gone and pursued that revenge. Because at that point, all of her friends are dead. Ellie's killed a pregnant lady and a child. She'll forever be scarred and traumatized and have to live with that. And for the game to force you to go after Ellie, when at that point, you kind of just don't, or force you to go after Abby, and you don't really want to, it just kind of feels hollow. Like it's no longer player choice, or you're not even the illusion of player choice. The player no longer wants to go after Abby. At that point, just let Tommy go do it, and just Ellie just live her life the way Joel would have wanted. She's dead now. She's probably living exactly like Joel, which has its own merits. I think the people at Naughty Dog, people at Naughty Dog got the first one right. They made human characters. And the second one, they made characters? I can't pronounce that word. Characters. Whatever. They were more hollow, not as fleshed out. Dina was fucking pathetic. Gives a fuck about Dina. Barely learned jack shit about her. Didn't feel any chemistry between her and Ellie. I was forced on us in 2 days, so whatever. Moving on. Fucking Asian boy in it for I think a total of like an hour. Dead. The father of the child that Dina has, fucking dead. Whoop-de-doo. Moving on. Tommy, barely any interaction. Fuck, dude, there's barely any interaction with anyone, actually. There's no companionship. It's just Ellie and revenge killing. And that detracts a lot from what the game should have been. Like the first one. It worked so well because of the partnership between Ellie and Joel. Much like Alex Vance and Gordon Freeman in Half-Life 2, to be precise. And these the episodes after that as well, 1 and 2 after. It works really well, and the chemistry between them, the helpfulness in combat, the helpfulness is another person. Another good example of a helpful companion would probably be, what's his fucking name? BioShock Infinite. God, I'm forgetting his name. Elizabeth and Fuckface that you play as. God, I hate that I'm not forgetting his name. The False Shepherd. Fuck. They had such... I don't know. They felt... It was not on the same level as Naughty Dog's Last of Us. No way for sure, in terms of companionship and whatnot. But it was good. It turned an escort quest into an enjoyable experience. And I loved it. And I think a lot of other players did too. But it was not like the other BioShocks. And that's fine. It tried something new, and I think it did it really fucking well. It set out what it was trying to do. And the story was fucking confusing as all hell, but also at the same time, kind of makes sense the more you think about it. I feel like I'm getting off track. I started this just to talk about Last of Us. Long story short, I guess. Joel's character is human. The most human I've ever seen. And for people to say that he's a horrible written character is ignorant and... He's a great written character.
I think that's